Hey guys, welcome back to TohirT channel. Tahir is here. I hope you guys had a fantastic week. I had a great week. It's another weekend, another week passed by, middle of October. We're jumping straight back into action. And in today's video, we're gonna have yet another small lecture from Tahir, Tahir Self-Development 101. And today's class purely focuses on critical thinking. I have a son, and if you've been part of this channel a year and a half ago, you will know that he was big inspiration for me to restart this channel, to start creating more legacy, to essentially leave a positive mark on this world. And in the same key, I think a lot about how do I make sure that as he grows up, he not only sees those positive examples, right, the positive effects that I'm trying to achieve, but he also attains them, and he also becomes a full-rounded individual who has the skills and abilities to go through this world and make the right decisions on every single complicated step that he's going to take through his life. And in my opinion, one of the best ways, and probably the best way to make the right decision, or the decision based on the best available facts at that point in time, is critical thinking. And here's why. I cannot prepare myself for every single challenge in my way. I cannot prepare him for every single issue or fork in the road that he's gonna face as he goes through life. Things will come at certain face value, but once you turn and flip them over, you will see that there was something completely different on the other side. And critical thinking is that skill to help you turn things around and look at them from a completely different perspective. But before we go too deep into this kind of rhetoric, let's just ask ourselves, what is critical thinking? According to Wikipedia, and no, I'm not trying to memorize it, that's why I'm reading it off. Critical thinking is the objective analysis of facts to form a judgment. The subject is complex and several different definitions. I'm up. Okay, I get it. Not the most exciting definition. Let me try it in a different way. The way I see it, critical thinking is an ability to take in a fact or a statement, pick it apart, take a look at every single piece, and evaluate whether those pieces, when they split up, still form the original opinion, and then form a judgment based on that. Imagine the following. Someone gave you a box, and they ask you to believe whatever is in that box purely based on what they just told you. So, taking and accepting that would be lack of critical thinking. While taking this box, opening it, and seeing what's inside is what the critical thinking is, because it's like Pandora's box. This skill is asking the right question at the right time and never taking anything at their face value. I'm sure by now you can already see how applicable this approach is in today's day and age, when in digital media, in digital world that surrounds us, anyone like myself, like yourself, can go online, create any type of content and present it as a fact. Yes, you do need to have the skill to at least be able to poke holes in someone else's logic, in someone else's statement, in someone else's opinion that was presented like a fact. Because not every one of us will have enough knowledge to always question and break down someone else's statement, but every one of us can learn a critical thinking skill that will at least help us understand whether we should be cautious about something that was just said to us as a fact. Coming back to my point about parenting, we will not be able to teach our kids every single thing, and we will not be there 100% of the time, but helping them to acquire this skill will prepare them to face the moment when we're not around and when they need to make a decision for themselves. And for us, grown-ups, this is still a very crucial skill. A lot of us still do not utilize it every single time when we make important decisions. We are voting for people in the government. We run for the government. And we need to be able to criticize, to think critically about different ideas, break them apart, assemble them back together, and make the decision to the best of our ability. So how would you teach critical thinking? No, don't rush to buy some sort of book unless you really want to read it. I think it's pretty simple. You just need to always ask the right questions. It's not about being paranoid. It's about being able to deconstruct someone else's argument and understand the simplest things about what was just said. Think about the example when someone comes and tells you, this company will become the biggest company in the world. Simple statement, but why would they say that? Do they have enough education or work experience to make that kind of statement? Do they actually know enough about this company to evaluate its growth potential? Do they have something to gain from making that statement? with those simple questions, you're already poking holes and trying to see if there's something going on behind that statement that makes the person say that. This is not being paranoid. This is being inquisitive. This is being the person who asks the right questions, the person who tries to understand the world as it was presented to them at the face value and dig deeper to understand the further meaning of what is going on around them. I think this is of great use. I think this skill will be applicable for years to come, no matter what you're facing, whether it is something in your personal life, in your professional life, in your business, or as you step into the voting booth to cast a vote for the next leaders of your country. In all of those scenarios, critical thinking is directly applicable and useful no matter how old you are. Listen, over time, I promise you, it becomes a second nature. It's almost like that famous movie. You start seeing the world in a very different way. I promise I'm done lecturing you for today. It's probably the chalkboard that's having this effect on me, that I'm, going in this lecturer mode. In any case, all I'm doing is sharing the experience that helped me throughout my personal and my professional life. So, do you agree? Do you disagree with me? Do you think you possess the skill? If not, how are you going about practicing it? Let me know in the comment section below, or hit me up on social media. I'm very curious to hear what your thoughts are on this topic. Other than that, thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you for sticking to this video. If you're new to this channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button and check out the videos in the backlog. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you very much for coming back. As always, let me know in the comment section below what you thought about this video, and I will see you all next Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern, on this very channel. And now, a very applicable quote to hopefully seal the deal on this topic. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.